Ready, everyone. Full enforcement at airports begins this Sunday. And if you don't have an acceptable form of identification, you're going to need to pay a fee to get on your flight. Megan McPherson is live at MSP now with the details. Megan.
Yeah, good morning. Beginning this Sunday, traveling here at MSP without a real ID could cost you. That's because the TSA is implementing a new fee process called Confirm ID in order to verify the identities of passengers before they pass through security. And if you don't have one of their accepted forms of ID, this process is going to cost you a little bit of a fee. It's a $45 fee that they are now implementing. Want to show you a visual of how this works. They recommend that you complete this process before coming to the airport. You'll go to tsa.gov, pay a $45 fee, as I mentioned, and then print your receipt to show to security agents. That is good for 10 days. If you wait until you're already here at the airport, you will have to step out of the security line, scan a QR code, and pay online, and then start back over at the back of the line, which on busy travel days like today is not something that most people want to do. TSA says that most travelers won't be affected by this change, but the agency does hope that this new process pushes the rest to finally get a real ID.
You see about 94-95% of passengers here at Minneapolis, St. Paul either have a real ID or another acceptable form of ID. I think those people, they're not going to be impacted by this change. They won't have to pay the fee. It really won't impact operations for them. It's that small population that's kind of been dragging their feet on this that we're trying to encourage to get in compliance.
Now, we also know that just over 50% of Minnesotans have a real ID, so there's still some work to be done to get to that full 100%. Probably might not even ever get there. But I also wanted to mention that I just went through this process myself, went to the DMV earlier this week, having just moved here in the last couple of weeks. It's a pretty painless process, I would say. You do have to pay that fee, but definitely worth it to avoid the hassle here at the airport and potentially save you some time, too. Back to you.
And totally worth it. If you don't have to pay $45 and get to the back of the line and do all that stuff on your travel day, I say get it done.